A glorious and a wonderful day from me to you. God Almighty bless you richly. The ancient of days continue to guide you. May the God of our ancestors, the God of Africa, the God of the universe, bless and every one of you. Please, if you lay a hand on this very broadcast, make sure you share. And we so much thank and appreciate God that what we told you right from the one is coming to pass already. And we need to see our light, our people. Because I saw that even most people right now, they are sharing videos. You know, I told her right from the one that if you despise your Moses, you will die there in the wilderness. There's this African boy, they are sharing this video now. And what these guys, what they are sharing today, you know, when you start climbing early and you are sitting up as late, is a curse. And a lot of people did not know that it's a step back for them. That very thing this guy is saying, I thank God for his life that he's standing protecting black race today. Is what I've already said before. And the people that do follow me, this, I think since 2020 or so, I did several videos about martial law, how so many world leaders are going to be stepping down, how we are expecting a better life, end for human enslavement and all of other. And I want to reiterate again today by still telling you that same thing I used to tell you. That's what I want to be doing today. That's why it is very, very imperative in most cases. Irrespective, don't just hate somebody because some entity is trying that you should hate the person. I guess Algeria today, or Niger today as we speak, they are unleashing on the politicians. These people have come to understand that the same people we have been feeling that they are bad, those ones, they are the good people. Like Spanish people that are there, France, they already started their hair lifting already to go and remove their people because anything can happen. That's what they are doing now as we speak. So now if you check it, who is fooling who? So it is very, very imperative, whatever thing we find doing, let's do it with utmost joy. Very, very important. Whatever thing that we find doing, let's do it with utmost joy. Please, your love and like is needed. And there are things I want to be unveiling to you right now, which you have not known before. But I know I've said it before. I want to unveil it to you so that you know where this thing is coming from. The coup d'etat that you are seeing does not just start happening. It's different from every other coup d'etat you have been seeing before. This one is not because of some certain major or some certain captain. They want to take power to themselves and start treating the citizen bad. This is transition. My people is making me to start saying what I've said before again. And today, we Nigerians, we are supposed to be a scholar over what's happening. But do you know today, it's only we that don't see understand what's happening. Go and see the Algerians, go and see man. It is now self. These Niger won't come make Malian that didn't understand really clear before. This one now be like a clear message to each and every one of Africa countries. That okay, this thing is possible. Look at where we are doing this thing. In Niger as we speak, they are turning down France flag, lifting up the one of Russia. And I want to be telling you, when we talk about Russia, it has a huge meaning. It's not just all about this very Putin you are seeing. There will be people that will be fighting right from time. I know this intel is very deep. And it takes somebody with a deeper understanding to be able to know what I'm about to bring out from here. Now, there is this military alliance that is called White Hats. They are called White Hats. These are people that Donald Trump have been working with right from time. And there are also some that are called the Galactic Federation. So right from the one, people have been trying to see how they can fist what's going around the world. But they have not been able because they needed somebody. They needed a patriot who will not betray them. They needed somebody who will come into politics not trying to enrich himself. And be that they've already know that this has been the dream of Donald Trump. That was how Donald Trump came in. A lot of you were surprised when all different pastors, they were seeing vision that Hillary Clinton is going to win. At the end of the day, it was Donald Trump. Do you know the reason why the Democrats were not saying it was Russia that ran the election? Because they've already know of what is to come. But they couldn't really do much about it because why? They doesn't have the strength to do it. So let me just do a little sharing. Then I will introduce this topic to you. It is going to be very interesting. Get your popcorn and eat. Because we need to understand and get a lot of things clear. If we doesn't get this one clear now, the next phase that is going to come, we will not understand. So for those of you following your normal track, just continue. So that you are going to see how the world becomes. Without you not even contributing anything, but automatically the world becomes how God have, wanted it to be. And I will be playing a video of a guy for you, to you, of what he said about Africa. Even with the African, we don't even know it. And we don't want to know them. What a guy said about we Africans. Just the same way at times I talk about Americans, talk about some other places. Also, there are also people who know what we want. But we ourselves that are inside, we are here killing ourselves over some certain peanuts from the West. At the time they gave us job, we are happy. They pay you 1,150 euros. You go to the altar and give testimony. God has just blessed you. Not even knowing that they are just giving you peanuts. That is not really what you want. Please just give me a little time. I will introduce the topic right now. So probably we are going to be doing more of this sharing later. So let's just quickly do this one this afternoon. So that to straighten our head, I want every one of us to straighten our head so that as this thing is happening, we will know the source, where it's coming from, so that we will not be carried away. Mali did not just get up one morning and so want to take over. No. A meeting we had with the top militaries. The reason why Donald Trump called Africa a shithole country, it was what he came to come and meet. And the reason why, if you want two leaders that have really squandered Africa, I think then that was when the social media, whatever, he tend to paint the man blue-black. Because why will he say, yeah, it is what he saw. He went to the in-depth of Africa. He found out that yes, it's a shithole country. And also Putin said, he said Africa is a cemetery. And if you look at these two leaders today, they are the ones God is using for our liberations, whether you like it or not. If you like, you can go and use your hatred or whatever. Then let me introduce the topic. The coup d'etat you are seeing happening recently in the continent of Africa is different from the past one that used to happen. The very recent one are for transition to global greatness, meaning end of human enslavement and excessive suffering. There are no other thing behind it. If any person tell you other things behind it, no, other thing not behind them. Election is going to be hard later. It does not mean that the whole Africa is going to be military rule. After, because we are doing all this one to break away, the only way we can break the colonial yoke is not through ballot paper. We have to first send them packing. Then you are still going to be seeing campaign later. People will come vote for me. Look at what I will do. And they will be checkmate. The reason why our leaders does not really function very well, because they came to come and meet a constitution that allowed them to embezzle money. Like you cannot say you are a president of Spain, for example, or a prime minister of Spain, then you want to start stealing money. Just the same way they steal from us. No. You will be checkmate. You cannot say because you are an American president, for example. I know Obama do steal. There are Clinton or George Bush. Any of America, George Bush were the one that bring down the World Trade Center. The records are there. If you can search intel, you can get that. That was why later Obama came and killed Osama bin Laden. Osama bin Laden. Nobody will bury inside the water. Now Gungo kill Obama. So look at it. Let me finish the introduction. The greater military alliance headed by President Donald J. Trump is helping Africa armies and their security agencies to break down and remove the Western yoke in the continent of Africa. The Supreme Commander of the Alliance is the latest military operation. The latest military operation in the history of the planet, President Donald J. Trump. That's why whatever thing you are hearing right now, so then that time, nothing is going to happen. Impeachment hoax number 1, Russia. They don't feel remove one. Impeachment hoax number 2, they say it caused Zelensky. Congratulations, Zelensky, over the election that he won. It was a problem. Another hoax again, Capitol riot of January 6. First indictment, second indictment. I think we are now in the third indictment. So the reason why I'm always exposing or doing all this expose for my brothers and sisters, so that whatever thing that is happening, don't shake your mind. Don't let don't wave. The most important thing that you are mentally prepared to take whatever thing that comes. Now, another thing again, why this thing is happening. Now, if you check it right from the one, for those of you that do follow me, because I want my Godomigodo brothers to know that what you feel you are hearing new today, it is because you are not be following us, and you they lack. I'm seeing the way people are pumping video into my this, I watch it. Which one never felt talk here? There are a lot of video today does not freak me. And there's a guy's own I want to play for you. There is a guy own I would like to play for you. I just pray to see it here on time or Kaya. The WhatsApp group that it was supposed to be, let me just quickly check it out. Let me just quickly check it out so that I play it for you now. I might not play all of them, but okay, this very one. This very guy's on. Let me play it for you for free.
After the coup in Niger, the BBC said there are concerns Niger could move away from its Western allies and closer to Russia, like its neighbors Burkina Faso and Mali, who've both pivoted to Moscow since recent military coups of their own. No, you mean that they're sick of France occupying them and they want their country back. There, I fix it for you. See, Niger is a country famous for its uranium. When we talk about neo-colonialism, this is one of the best examples. The French are heavily dependent on nuclear energy, and 1/3 of French homes are powered by uranium that comes from
Niger.
The Eiffel Tower, even. Meanwhile, in Niger, 80% of the population do not even have electricity.
They don't have it.
France needs Niger's uranium so much, and yet Niger is the second poorest country in the world. How is this possible? Because the French are robbing them blind.
Now, instead of our useless content creator to do it, we to encourage them, please stop all this useless plan. Go and do research and tell us better things. We are encouraging them. They are making money on that. This is a white guy.
And giving pennies.
It is not a black guy. This is a white guy. Look at it. Just the same way at times I support the West also when their leaders are misbehaving. Then we don't know the cause of our problem. How are we going to get solution to it? You don't know that you joining your consciousness with the world. The energy is changing. We are no longer in 3D. I know a lot of people is still in the 3D dimension. Me, I'm above 5D dimension. That's why today, before anything they come, I don't already know. So if you are still being carried away by some petty things you are supposed to know, now you are sharing it as if it's a very big shame. Why did I choose to play these guys on? Because there are points he brought out. If I talk all of them, I just also want him to, kind of help me to say this one to you, whether you still believe. Automatically, the military taking over, they are putting an end to this globalist and the population agenda. You cannot go and tell Burkina Faso head of state, say you are bringing Pfizer vaccine to Burkina Faso. He won't collect it from you. But the reason why political leaders collected this thing from them was that because they eat under them. So the military is the only way, which I've told you right from the womb. I know Edo people now share this thing past. Because only Edo we don't have a freedom fighter, we don't have a patriot, we don't have anybody that search for information. They do their activism around Edo there. Maybe by now they will start changing now because they find out that the thing's getting out of hand. I think this very boy is from whatever. Is it not a shame? Can I share that same thing with you? I cannot share it with you. I cannot share it with you because I thought you might have known it by now. It's a shame. Now what you were supposed to know many years ago, now you want to know. When me myself, I don't even dare your level again. How did I know that Donald Trump, the one spearheading this thing, you are going to be hearing, is the commander-in-chief. Using Putin as a figurehead to reach out onto you, using Russia. And I was discussing with somebody one day, then I revealed some certain things to him of what happened in Russia. He said, oh Bob, wow. He said, Chairman, do you know the reason why I will believe you? It be because this thing would have not been it would have not possible. People were removed and replaced to come and fight for you. So whatever you are seeing today, if you like, follow our program. If you don't like, now you know. That's how they set up different narrative today. That most of us that we are not supposed to follow the narrative, we follow it at the end of the day. Now, Nigeria have been made to face CBDC soon. All those things, as we are seeing the military coup right now, gradually from each country happening. The people that are going to be taking over Nigeria on Akuen, when the time comes, it will happen. What they do is to demand for backup. And the Westerner, the bad Westerner, they will neutralize every of their this thing. So a coup is not something that is easy. You heard that Attorney Blinken, the first secretary to the U.S., the Secretary General to the U.S., Secretary of State, he said he called the president of Nigeria that morning. He did not call anything. He did not call anything. You see the uprising right now, the civil unrest that is happening in Niger. The Burkina Faso, they have already sent their message. Mali, they have already sent their message. If the West may fail, because they have now what it takes. Now, we Nigerian citizens, how prepared are we? Now, common Brafa, just say Brafa exit or Brafa go. We complain about it. You don't know, say now yourself you they do. Now yourself you they do now. They say whatsoever a man sow he reaped. What have you sown? Everything we know about this life today is all about us. Me, my children, my husband, my wife. Life is not constituted like that. Now we are seeing different kind of videos today right now. Even the one of Mali that didn't spread before. The one of Burkina Faso that didn't spread before. The one of Guinea-Conakry that didn't spread before. Right now everything is circulating on media. Media not rest again. Why? Because the awareness that we have been trying to create, and I'm happy today that what I stand for, it is now global. Now a lot of people want to start fixing themselves in, and they are welcome. Everybody needs to hear this very thing so that we prepare our mind. Now the reason why I always refer to the Bible at times, so don't just feel that the children of Israel, they got their freedom in the platter of gold, they didn't do anything. It was this group consciousness I always call for at times. This one will complain. This one will complain. Then when God now heard that all the Israelites, they are complaining and using the same method to reach me. We are tired, we are tired, we are tired. That was what motivated God to call Moses. That what motivated God. Now, if you say you are tired today, remember we are 200 something million. We are many. But the one that need this very freedom inside sincerely from their heart is little. If you watch Brafa struggle today, if your Brafa really say all these idiots, aka Indibo, Opus or idiot and the rest of them, if they really made up their mind that we need our freedom, 70 million people, that's more. The freedom will come. But if you go and check the people that really need the freedom from their heart, that's why they have already tagged them in Winnie that they are their APOP that need the freedom. They now, even they themselves, the Igbo people, they have not converted themselves. Now APOP be the terrorist organization. For us, we don't need them more. Why will you not need freedom for yourself? This thing right now is not supposed to even be called APOP. It's supposed to be, anytime we see Igbo, we are talking about their freedom. That's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be anytime we see any Igbo man, we know that they need freedom. Carry them to lab now. If 10 Igbos sit down, now only one need freedom inside. And that very one, so, it belongs to IPOP. That's why they succeeded in naming you a terrorist organization. Because you always deny your brother. I think every one of us is in West today. Take a look at Idui Godomingodo. How many people do the video I did? How many people do it? Or even know about what's happening? They don't care. They don't care. Not even know that you can even do you can even create your content through what's happening in the West. It's just that I was never wired, or my calling was not to come on media and start doing any one or two things where I wanted to get money. I can also be creative content with it. Send out 3 messages. It is also possible. But here we are, we don't know ourselves. Christ, we are still following. Churches everywhere. Now Allah difficult path. Tell me, Niger is a Christian nation? Guinea Conakry is a Christian nation? Burkina Faso is a Christian nation? Mali, as we speak, they have removed French as their official language away from their schools. You don't know the effect of this colonialism. You don't know what. You are still on that channel. You are still on that channel. You are not free. Are you aware that Coup is still the head of state in Nigeria? Okay, you are not aware. You think it was Buhari that was in position. Under normal conditions, did the leader have the right to go to somewhere and go and take treatment? Because if they not come take treatment, they go kill them. Your leader have no say on his own. Abiola, allegedly, not be killed and kill him. Can I matter for 1 year? Not be killed and kill him. John Pobble Magufuli had them do one. Kwame had them do one. Patricio Lumumba had them do one. Nelson Mandela had them do one. Momo Gaddafi had them do one. I even at first suspect Roberto Mugabe of Zimbabwe. Now, if you watch what's happening right now, I like the way after Museveni of Uganda might have misbehaved, do their will. Right now, the man have the camp not doing their will again. Why? Because he have been given security. All our leaders today that you are seeing that is condemning these people, they have either all their security agencies have been scrutinized. Go and look at William Ruto, especially Guy. It is not their usual commander before. The whole commander will change. If you are going to be on duty, you are on duty. Otherwise, by now, check the meeting they do go before. Our African leader does not speak. Rafosa under normal condition will go to meeting. Their picture they go they snap. Not now that weeks like William Ruto of Kenya get to come they tell the West where they were in a park France this in the other day financial summit they heard in France. You can't talk say IMF no good, or you want a economy of equals. As you they come on, they go kill you through away. During the time when these Barak idiots, they use him to unleash mayhem on Libyans. Muammar Gaddafi, I so much love that man. And the rebel I've rebel for that man, within my mind, is enough to bring all these Westerners to book. The very day, ever since the time, I confirmed that this man, they killed him. It's not only just you know, he say, you hear say they kill him. I did my verification. The 6 African leaders that were Museveni said, he said you were not there, that we are supposed to go and say, may go ask for someone, maybe you miss it that they beat your brother. Do you know NATO walked them back? They not allowed their flight make the land. For their own country, for their own house. NATO gbeo, NATO gbeo, NATO gbeo, wagbona o. Yeah, NATO gbeo, NATO gbeo. NATO yan gbeo. Yeah, a lot of people don't know. I'm in the forest today. I'm not in river today because I'm here to send a message. You think my activism was a joke? Okay, you thought I was joking. Check everything I've laid course on. Go and check it. And come and tell me the one that have not come to pass. Come and quote me wrong. And we don't support shenanigans. So we are the recent mass peace. We are not using close range. I don't need to start saying Abraham will come. No. Let's do it now. I don't like reading too much history. Maybe the same time reading misery. I want to make history. And that is what we are making today as we speak. 99% of my consciousness is in this very struggle. That's why you get where I go reach now. So many people, they will come and make them belong. Hey, me, I can go join that guy so that when the thing will come happen, make them see where I belong. My dear, it's too late. Stay where you are, stay where I am. Continue with your sag. Continue with your sag. The world is watching. Our videos are there. We knew the one that stands for hygiene. When I started all this thing, it was like maybe a child's play. That's why whatever you take you in life, pick up any struggle. Fight it to the extent that let people as you nobody supporting you. A lot of people when I scream, they just say where I scream. They look at it and say this man is mad. I don't just scream because I want to scream. God want me to scream so that you might understand what's happening. That's how far the devil with us. That's how far the devil with us. It was after Second World War, 1940 something NATO were created. If I tell you today, losable that is not up to about 600,000, now losable B. They are part of the people, 12 countries that created NATO. If I tell you today, losable is a part of NATO, you will believe. You don't believe. You go believe, you don't go believe. What is NATO? NATO Alliance Treaty Organization. That's NATO. NATO Alliance Treaty Organization. That's NATO. Go and check what they stand for. They said it is intergovernmental organization. But they get hands together to unleash mayhem on Africa. That's why all those 3-letter words that were created, WHO, UN, they were merely created to put Africa into subjection. That's why they can never solve any problem for you. That's why what they do is to escalate the problem. It's only Donald Trump that did not go to war. When Donald Trump found a military base here, military base, what's that? Now when Donald Trump come, now they come say, you enter military does not mean you have to die or you have to leave your wife for 100 years. He started pulling all of them out. How many were there in Afghanistan? 20,000 soldiers were in Afghanistan. He now reduced it to about 1,500. Donald Trump was the one that did it. When we were having, before Donald Trump came, they are always killing U.S. military. In Kabul, they always kill them there, in capital city. Because them Obama, the Hillary, the Bushes, Clinton, they send them there so that they may go and perish for their personal selfish interest. But when Donald Trump came, he looked at it. What are we having? And these people, they are not paying for the security we are giving to them. He reduced the one of them. He reduced the one, even reduced the one of NATO. That was why you had that time. He said we are no longer going to be supporting WHO again. Then he started hitting NATO. But thank God for Joseph Ukochukwu. He was online with me. I know people we have been in this very struggle together. I know a time came, Joseph Ukochukwu, maybe I don't really know. God bless him. He's trying. He was no longer interested in Bazetta Chrome. He was not coming out of that again. But person will just carry him for head. Now be me. That's why I carry him. He was Mukoki. And thank God for also Pastor Chris, who also helped to, bring out some certain languages. Otherwise, everybody would have been affected. Now, what are you using your media for? Now, to crown it all about the story I was telling you, about what NATO were made for. They were made to cause commotions. They said over their dead body, will Africa ever developed? Let me be mentioning, let me make this class a very full class. So that many people that will be watching this very video, the one that have sense inside, the one that doesn't want to hunt our English, the one that don't hunt our English, so that they may be aware. Wait, let me quickly answer this call. Hola, Siri. Oui, bien. Et tout dans le sas. Ah, que balance. Mais se quiere yo te ir contigo. No hay nadie ahora. Se quiere yo te ir contigo. Se quiere yo te ir contigo. Sí. Ah, vale. Vale a las 3:30. Bueno, vemos a las 3:30. Vale. Chao. Vale. Yo te llevo a mi coche con tu camión. Va con tu camión. Vamos a ir con tu camión. ¿Cómo ir ahí? ¿Con mi coche o con mi coche? Ah, entonces me tiene que recogerte, ¿no? No, hay algo que no está claro. Mira, vamos desde aquí, con mi coche o con tuyo. Vale, no pasa nada. Vale, no pasa nada. Gasolinera o mosquita. Vale, a las 3:30 soy ahí. Bueno, vemos. Please, sorry for the break in transmission. I don't usually do this, but I have to do it because the thing is very, very important. Now, there's something I want to information. At least most of us will definitely know where I'm communicating from. Imagine, only me when I can't speak Benin, I can't speak Spanish. First, you can't say my English not correct. I know they get to now. So you see suffer. You know what it takes for you to come to a land that una language not even resemble. How many of you today in Nigeria that can speak Hausa? But here we are in another different location. That not to make person poor. I beg you, why do you want to go more than help person? Now, the new global alliance, also called the White House, which I told you before, include the following 70 countries. Australia, France, Hungary, Germany, Poland, Romania, Spain, Netherlands. I've told you about this one before, 2021. Netherlands, Norway, Finland, Sweden, Russia, Denmark, Croatia, Canada, North Korea, US, and the supreme commander of this very alliance in the largest military operation in the history of this very planet is President Donald J. Trump. Now, let me give it to you on the way you understand it. Now, if you know me, for example, like Nnamdi Kanu, for example, if not because our people, they betrayed him, Nnamdi Kanu have his own security already that is taking care of, his people. Then, somebody like Donald Trump or Putin will call him. Please, Nnamdi Kanu want you to be a part of this very game. Nnamdi Kanu will bring 100 ESN or 200 ESN. He go put on journal. So the countries where better people dey, maybe Major General wey don't retire before, you go and select people. Please go come and join this thing. Be a part of this thing. That was why their names were mentioned here. The countries. You cannot hear this one in BBC. The only way you can hear is this place. It may not be too relevant to you right now, but I just want you to know how big we are today in trying to take this world back to its original purpose. Every one of us we are giving birth to, and we landed this very world, we found out that, now life are your days, so then we start living and we start existing. It was a fake life we came to come and meet. This is not the original purpose of God for man. This is not the original purpose. That's why when I talk about a palace must be removed, you don't know the meaning. Go and worship. Go and worship. Let me. Now, it was this entity that put you into enslavement. This is how the West reach you. They encourage some certain entity. Now, after the Britain invade Benin Kingdom, for example, they went and signed another contract. We will not talk to you again. You can go on with your normal human sacrifice, but always do our bid. That's why I think your kingdom, we are supposed to be the one saying what I'm saying right now, fighting back. As in Mavemo Hosisi, we get men. Tell me one thing that the dope people is fighting with federal government for. Say this thing, you must not come and do it. Now it's the traditional ruler that is speaking. They don't care. All they know that you can take away these people, my palace or my kingdom, leave it there. And we are tired of that bullshit. You sold us into slavery. You put money for pockets. But your children were not sold. Your father were only killed because when they found out that he was not ready to do part of their bid. That's why they tell us that they doesn't play politics. But now they be the politician. Now, if those one is exempting themselves, and you yourself, you are trying to project yourself, you are part and part of people not back money. You are never part of it. It's just that your lunacy or your archaicness is much. You have overeaten you of this indoctrination. That's what makes you to support some certain things as if you are the one that created it. Hunger were created by human. The life you are living today, spending 25 years abroad, just to build 2 flats, is a curse. It's never a pass mark. Now we kill ourselves over shelter. The same way bed life be. When the danger comes, okay, now you want to build next, just build it, that's all. Look at how our father built their houses. Go and take that example on how your father lived his life and take your own today. You have used almost 80% of your life to complete your house. The remaining 20%, the immune system that remaining, can't even make you to see tomorrow. The 10 politicians that ate our money, we are not seeing it. Go and look at the Shomule. It's as ugly as any other thing. Very ugly, unkept. Go and look at all of them. Okay, look at me. Go and look at Dino Melai. Because there are food you eat. At the time you begin to eat people's destiny along with it, there's no way it can work. So for those of you losing emotion, it's going to get to you. There are a lot of things that are not supposed to be into existence because we are never part and parcel on how God wants our life to be. All these entities going to be off. I've told you that Beckham Palace is not going to ever exist again. I've told you that before. And the reason why you are seeing that European leaders and American leaders, they are stepping down by themselves. Because they look at it that they are too big. How can we allow military to take over? A good example of it, the one that happened 2 weeks ago, is the Prime Minister of Netherlands. He not just want whatever. Now you also step down. The Prime Minister of New Zealand, inside last year here, now he by himself stepped down. He said he cannot feel the tension that is coming. How did Boris Johnson left? Boris Johnson left. 3 prime ministers have let me use the word officiate. I will not call, let me use the word officiate. I have officiated the affair of, what they call it, UK Janjaweed, without no election. The last election that was held was during Theresa May. Since Theresa May left, our UK Janjaweed had an election. So they are trying to cover up their shame. And the only place the military is going to be taking over, it may not happen in all countries in Nigeria. There are some. They will fight it in within, it all depends. But where they get the main natural resources, place like Nigeria, it must happen. Place like South Africa, it must happen. Except on the contrary, they intend to do it inside. What you are seeing today is driving away the colonial masters. This is some of the things your Tunubu would have do to cry out and say this thing I don't like it. But he's still doing the will of Queen and the deep states. You can see that they decimated everything. Tunubu can let God even come and join Tunubu. He can't do anything. The system is the problem. And Tunubu is still standing on the same system. I think it's a Milokon. Now they spoil the country, leave on for them. There is nothing that will move Nigeria forward. Maybe before next month, now they will also increase for again. We are always borrowing, we cannot service our debt. Why is Africa borrowing? If we have natural, if you look at the condition of Nigeria today, it's like we don't even have groundnut oil. We don't even have even region oil. Go and look at the hunger and starvation. Tell me one natural resources that Spain has. Tell me one natural resources that the British they have. They make Africa. They become Mickey Mouse. They make Africa. And we that they are making, we are here in the West. Instead of we to confirm why these people getting rich every day by day, our people will come back from work, watch television. 500 people will get drowned in the Mediterranean Sea. In Pacific Ocean, 200 drowned. In Indian Ocean, 400 drowned. We are not moved by it. Yet you call your children, hey, my son, give me that thing there. You are growing big now. Some of them will buy bleaching cream and start beating their children. Because the one that died in the boat, their life not concerns you. And not knowing that God help you to help other people. The reason why I came abroad, that's what I'm doing right now. Because you cannot do this kind of activism in Edo State. They will kill you. You can't do it. I've told you several times with that number. This is why I came abroad. Because life does not want me coming to abroad just to come and labor and build shelter. If I'm going to Nigeria today, I will carry trowel by myself. I will build my house under 2 weeks. It does not worth it. 20 years project. It does not worth it. When you have the money, for example, okay, now look at the kind of house I want to do. You will be there, even be working. You know everything is being done. But they gave us an ideology. Send money, we are laying it for you. That's why today every one of us is weak right now. Why are we weak? Not that we created an industry or we are able to build up our life. We use our strength to build house. Check most women today. What made them tired today? It is not because they build up a company. It was block and cement. They are old. The system today is weak. Nothing to account of. It does not worth it. I keep on saying it. It does not worth it. So I've been able to change my aspiration over why I came abroad. And this is why I came abroad. At least for somebody to stand for salvation, for humanity and redemption, is not easy. If you watch my programs very well, I start something. I'm not saying it now. I'm not just talking about money, I'll be talking about if you know me very well. I talked about all these things that have been happening that is going to be global. And this Algeria right now today is opening a lot of you. Nigeria now they don't they shake all these them will show idiot to show mumu. Even this idiot in America, all of them are shaking. Because you cannot still be politicking at this point in time. You cannot do it. So the colonial yoke must be broken. And the only way it can be broken is military takeover. Mali told France to leave their land. Just give Africa now till 20. I think they say now 5% one remain 2030. Just give Africa now till 2030. You begin to find out that then most of you that they gave passport, please so don't take it personal. You will see a way you will also regret it. If I will not collect this passport because your home is going to be good. Your home will be very good that you are nothing to come and do here. You will even regret, my going to abroad. It will become a waste of time. That was why they make Africa to be very toxic. You'll be having reason to leave your place. Why are they not having reason to leave this very place they are and come back to Africa? They don't always get reason. We are the reason we are seeking for visa. People took 3 injections to get a visa. Today, microditis in your system. They make their passport to become very relevant and they decimated our own. Most of the names they call us, we are not that name. They call us that name because you refuse to grow. If a bomb is even a look at it, all follow them, woman. They know we are not made. They know. They know we are not made. They know. They get a second aisle. Did I tell you before that they don't have a soul? That is the Holy Spirit they have. I know most of you will not believe. That's why their founding father labored for them. They subjected Africa, and we have a lot of handful of leaders then who does not care. Everything is about money. Up to today, our youth believe in money. So far money they pass and they come. We don't care. We don't put value, evidential value in our lives. Africa today is poor because it is poorly governed. Most of the time, it may not be the fault of your president. At the time the president campaigned and he got there, he found out that there's nothing much I can do. You think Buhari just came and said he want to come and kill you. When we are talking about Fulani, there are parts of Fulani that belong to Usman than Fodio. The Fulani that used to come to our place those days, Babi Ala Ala, they are different from this very one. They are from Sahel, Usman than Fodio. They have connection with Britain. That was why when they were selling us as a Nigerian, I told you before in 1899. Nigeria you are bearing today, a lot of you are very happy. Even when it's expired, it was a Royal Niger company. The office was in Lokoja. Nigeria were sold to British government. That was why in 1914, that was the infantry Lologa came and joined us together. We are supposed to be Southern Protectorate. And that's where we are going. He joined the Northern Protectorate and the Southern Protectorate together. You don't even know how Nigeria come to be. It was Lologat fucking mate. The name Nigeria, Floraso, Naja. But today we are not tired. We cannot suggest another different name for ourselves. Everything colonial yoke is still on our neck up to today. They now remove the chain and put it here. Nobody they think. We always think one way. You see me today, but that my hotel, I don't complete a more. We after buildings. We after money paper. What shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and suffer the loss of his own soul? Person way call me just an Senegal man. You know, tear me, man. I'm a meow. Come and help me today again. I know what I did for him day before yesterday. I'll say I want to go, you play me nonsense for me. It was say. Now what I don't want, we should be able to have our personal self-respect. A lot of people did not really know why white man will come, he'll give you money. Because now your energy take the leave. Why some of you at times, white man, now my customer. He make you a customer because there are energy you are splitting into him. There are energy. That was why they encourage it now. The energy is low today. That's why the game is no longer functioning the way it ought to be. Every function say, and there's no way it can function. God is changing everything around. Africa will go back home. If you don't know, now know. Africans will go back home. At least we cannot go to farm. If Nigeria go tomorrow, no bush again. My dear, I can even go to Olu. I'll go and do farming. At least if I farm the one I can eat alone, it's okay. I know say small money where I can't get. Now that thing I can't use and buy. That was how our father succeeded. Because most of the thing, pepper is from farm. Okra is from farm. Goosey is from farm. Everything from farm. Was it a milk this thing is called? What our grandmama they do those days, they don't buy Maggi that year and they do. What is it a milk? I don't really know. I'm forgotten, but I don't really know. I don't want to say things that are not really here, you know. Most of yam we go now from farm. Oh yeah. If I tell you I know how to do all yeah, you go believe. I can fry gari. There is no domestic activity. If woman go do and pass me and small, it go be 5%. Because once I do something, I can do it the next day. Me, I can see the agbada, and guy. Now you be a Caterian without nothing on your head. Now this is what we are supposed to let's encourage ourselves. We can start late until become the latest. Who told you that the hope of Africa is gone? It's not gone. You can feel it is gone today because of your mindset. What we have to do now is to renew our mindset. A new Africa has been born. Just dive into it is the problem. We have to dive into it. Go and look at Nigeria, they are suffering. Why France? After they decimated Africa, they can't say, they'll come make you to be single mother. Go and meet all this government, you and your wife, they can never help you. Go and meet them. The single motherness you are seeing today were caused by the West. That's why you see women are divorcing. What our father and mother used to argue for, they just play over it. Nowadays, women will leave, and all of them, calamity is coming for them. For those of you who left your husband because they pay you, my dear, the last hope for France, whether for the get money, now be Niger, they drove them already. The uranium they used to get there, and they can't get it again. You might be seeing blackout in France. Suffering go enter France in the future. That's why most of us, they've given passport already. We are also going to regret it. Why did I even collect it? Because they start dragging your children. You are going to go to court for the nationality your children has already. Everyone will go to court to say, not be there, it's my country, nah, my country won't stay. Because Africa is going to be good. What the person they do for here, for example? Like people like us are not greedy. If you like half hotel, everybody must have to build hotel. I can also get with you, I want to rent your hotel, everybody must have to build. We are not into competition. Like people like us, we are not greedy. The riches we have is the good man that we have, that everybody is okay. As a gene is coming to Africa, and I'm the most happiest person. I be like a person who opened your hotel yesterday. Your opening hotel make you happy. But your gene, I'm seeing that Africa is about standing on their feet. That we are not going to be in the dinner table of human civilization, not as a food to be eaten. Not as a waiter, but as a diner. Give me joy. What shall it profit a man to gain the whole world? Buy new car today, in 5 years' time, okay, what we're in. But there are things that doesn't hold. What you sow down, seeing children grow. We are going to be having a society soon, just the same way. Now you both do bad, pastor, because they don't get soul. Now let's pray they get. What they will have meant to do. How many of you they kill your wife? You don't get my key person. Apart from saying you want to use and do ritual. What you are able to see today. Now Europe here do and pass. We are very loving people. If not be suffer say man for not the beat your wife. Because of Mami Gorire. Or if these women, this thing not come to enter their head. Instead of you to correct your husband with spirit of humility, say, maybe go carry a woman for us. No, I know why they know what they want to do. You decide and say the shit. Now make most men they beat you. Because that's Africa culture. Then what are we talking about? Now let's get this message that things are changing. That's why I've advised a lot of people that are close to me. Stop killing yourself over paper. Kill yourself over the life that is to come. Because if you get 15,000 euros today, in 2 years' time, the money is gone. If you press away the money is gone. Nothing like continuity. You always go there, you pick a little, you pick a little. Imagine the analysis I gave before. Now let beans. Now with the buy that, okay now. You sell plantain, you buy beans. You sell corn, you buy rice. Then maybe you still do palm oil. Let's assume most of you can only do palm oil. Now, you sell gari, use and buy groundnut oil. Gari and this thing, most of you can see plant tomatoes. You can see that one Nigeria no go suffer. Gari you buy it, yam you buy it, plantain you buy it, pepper you buy it, okra you buy it. You buy everything. No one you can easily pick from the farm on your own. That's why these useless people that came abroad, I also know the set. You go just the same way some alien can laugh at their mate at times. Like so they village they suffer. Not be suffering. It was this pressure that some of their friends put in their own friends, mocking at them, that made most of you to pull your father and your mother from the village. Minus the Fulani and all of that. You don't know the benefit you get in staying in the village. One, organic food. Since your papa come town, now one operation now you go. Because the weaponized drug they gave to them in UBT and Centralist Hospital. Okay, you don't know that there's a biolab in Nigeria where they ask from certain they join a medicine where you go eat. You go cure headache, then remove one of your immune system. You don't know that there is it. Now, if we are able to get all these things clear, what does Donald Trump said that day? He said his first days in office, when he coming back officially 2024. I heard that this idiot in America, if I so conscious, for you to just be in life, the country you are claiming that gave you passport, you don't know what is coming. You don't know what's happening. I think that's a very big shame. At times I do wonder, how is some people living? So you don't know what is happening. You think America is just as dumb as you. That Biden is really the president. Guys, it's a very big pity. And it is very dehydrating to see we that are suffering, for us to discover our problem so that we recover is a problem. And one thing you have to get clear, for you to keep principalities, you have to be a principal. You cannot fight principalities when you are not a principal. At least be vast in Galilee for once. Be vast in Galilee for once. Search out for informations. I told us when we are entering this very year, we are so, that what is going to make your life transformed is transition to global greatness. The formation you got. There are graduates who doesn't have information I have. They cannot do this lecture, but it's a graduate. And instead of people to argue and learn, they want to argue and win. They no longer have time to argue and win. What you don't know, you don't know. All this what I'm telling you right now is not on media. You cannot hear from any other person. Everybody go where for the search, where for the look for, waiting they look for. For me, where leke they washing clothes, those not fit no one. I'm specially made, uniquely unique and differently different. That's why I'm different from every other man in this very Europe. You feel be number one this. To me, I'm a number one man in my struggle. And what I'm doing, what is going to save you. What I'm doing today, what is going to save you. I told you, Martivism is what going to liberate Nigeria. That was why when most of you were losing your emotions over the whatever, I told you, please, we have to change the engine. The engine is the system, which must have to be changed. If you look at Britain today, they are all weak. They don't know what to do again. The Britain today, they are weak. NATO today, they are folding hands. As we speak, NATO is constituted of 31 countries. NATO, they are 31 countries. NATO were formed by 12 countries to Canada and America. Denmark did there, Spain did there, Norway did there. A losable river, losable of very low inhabitants. They're out there. Why did they create it? To enslave humans. And with that they enslave, we don't see anything wrong with it. Now they want to die forever. Then they now make all their offspring to be very unique and make you useless. That's why today I don't like calling Ogbalegbe for black man like me. I've never wanted to do it. And I don't like it. When I don't call it for anybody. I don't look at it that they are supposed to be source of my strength. I don't look at it like that. That's what me and the until today will not be play. It doesn't mean that I know they obey their constitution. Before they control me now, normal. Passport, this and that. You get where you control me rich. Me, they lose patience. Can I go now? What are you still controlling? Do you have microscope to check what is in my head? Before you know, quarter don't start. I'm praying that you use bad language for me. I will use it back on you. I will use it back on you. I don't know why I'm not taking it. I don't know why. Up to today, I'm not comfortable with what I'm seeing here, man. I'm not comfortable. I'm an African man. I'm an African man. African should be fixed by the African, while the European should be fixed by the European. I am Afrocentric, not Eurocentric. How will I dump my nationality, dumping my ancestors, dumping my consciousness, carrying a pin and start giving testimony? Hey, thank God, I have lost my core value. I am now Oibo Potoki. They don't have soul. They only have the spirit. That's just it. I think other normal conditions, please, for those are low thinkers, that did this very video very well. Under normal condition, we deny our identity and picking another one. Supposed to give us this intonation that there is something wrong with our system. It would have been, I have residents here, I'm also going there. Dumping your own now, they are not changing your nationality to be another one. To me, That was past. It was a step back. But that step back, we are going to regain it back in the future because our life is going to be more better. We are going to be more useful to ourselves. The glory of God will be seen in Africa. From Agadez all to Ogla in Nigeria, all to Uta in Morocco, and to Tanja. The glory of God will be seen. A time is going to come when we stand as an African begin to relate to each other. A time is going to come when border will be erased from Africa. They created border for us. France and Spain does not have border. They don't have a trade border that you need visa to enter. But who created border for us? If I'm going to go and see my friend in Ogla in Nigeria, I have to seek visa. When I left Nigeria, let me put this one here. I didn't use Nigerian passport. I went and do passport of Guinea Conakry. Now go do. I will not tell you where I did it. With my picture inside. My name was Momodu Isau. That was my name. First time for me to reveal this. Because Nigerian passport, no bali para nada. It was Guinea Conakry passport. My name was Momodu Isau. That was what I was bearing. Then when we get to Agadez, now we can do visa put. So that we can move freely without no disturbance. Who created all these things? Do you know what we have went through as a people? The problem we had is that we forgot things easily. Go and read about slavery or what they did to our fathers. Go and read what King Napoleon did to Africans. Go and read how Muammar Gaddafi were being killed since African leader. They don't allow the land for Tripoli. They told them to go back. You can't save your brother. But as many people thank God today. Do you know where Obama is? You know where Barack Obama is? Should I tell you where he is? Obama, you come working on you. Go and learn it. Say they say I'm brilliant. Brilliant for when you will not know anything. If you don't know where Obama is now, you don't know anything then. Like the way you used to play those days. We'll tell the person, go and wash your teeth before you talk to me. Go and read. So whether certificate they give you for University of Benin, that fake certificate. Yeah, you don't even know what is coming. So you cannot say where Obama is. Il a recruté so we're making on you. So Nancy Pelosi they were making on you, making a your Soros. So you're all this one where I just mentioned, you know where they did. It's a pity. That's why it is very, very imperative. Whatever thing, let's search for informations. Very, very important. So I want to put this one here today so that most of us that already lost emotion don't feel there may be civil unrest right now. They want to do it once and for all. Right now, all embassy. If you check Afghanistan today, are you seeing Afghanistan on news again? We are no longer seeing Afghanistan on news. Because what the Taliban did, Abdul. Like the story I was telling you before about the Taliban. I know most of us are watching us for the very first time. I skipped that very place. Now, when Donald Trump entered, he called Abdul. I know there was a time he invited them to ask them their blight. The reason why they are aggrieved. So he told them they now want him. Say, I don't want to see anything happen to any American soldiers or whatever. Then what Donald Trump did, he sent Abdul, that the leader of the Taliban, he sent Abdul the picture of his house. He sent it to him. He don't, according to Donald Trump, he's calling, say, His Excellency, My Excellency, sir, if anything happen, I'm going to hit you hard. More than any person I've ever been hitted in this very world. Do you know, 1 year and 8 months, no American soldier died in Afghanistan. Now, why did the Taliban take over? They are the real indigenous people of Afghanistan. Weapon of mass destruction, this, all the troops they carried there, they turn these very people to terrorists the same way Nigerian state have driven Biafra to the extent they go into armed struggle. The Taliban, they were not terrorists. If you want to kill a dog, you give him a bad name. That was what happened to the Taliban. Ever since that very time, they were Cabo Airport, you know, people were coming, lifting their citizens and all of other. All those things were prearranged. It was an arrangement. Let these people take back their country. Before the aggravated ones, we now see bombing mosques and all of that. Are you hearing in news again that anything happened there? Those people today, they are feasting up their country the way it ought to be. Donald Trump was supposed to take away the citizens before the army. Do you know what Biden did? With the little executive order that he has, corporate America will be. He removed the army first before the soldiers. Not that they would have been able to do anything. The commander-in-chief in Pentagon told them, don't do anything, let these people take over. That was why they took over. Why Americans lose almost about 80 billion worth of ammunition. They left them there. They leave them for Afghanistan. Today, Afghanistan, they are starting up already. All these same bad people now need the Middle East. Say weapon of mass destruction they there. David Cameron, your former prime minister for the Janjaweed UK there, he said it with his mouth, said there's weapon of mass destruction. But at the end of the day, there is nothing like weapon of mass destruction. There was nothing like weapon of mass destruction. Just the same way some Edoilians today, they are saying IPOP is a terrorist. He is a terrorist. If you don't go you go see him. He is a terrorist. You just want to spoil their name. But they're too afraid. I hate when somebody, it's like somebody will say now, new thing, you took with the verse, for example. Now, have you went to confirm what did they make me the verse? There are people that just label you that name. Because you hate oppression, they always want, anytime you try to react, I will not because of you, because you are there. Then I allow what I've never one day allowed in my life to start happening. The first woman prime minister of Britain, I think Margaret Thatcher, he said in one of his words, he said, do not follow the crowd. Let the crowd follow you. A lot of you know Margaret Thatcher of Britain. I think that was the first woman prime minister. He said, do not follow the crowd. He said, let the crowd follow you. That's the era we are today. If I've said because no person in Nigeria is talking about hygiene, let me not talk about it. Today now, waiting for every person that is coming, you are under me. If you like have 1 billion viewers, you are under me. I've already foreseen what you are seeing today. I've already foreseen the civil unrest that is happening in Niger. So you are going to be seeing all these things where the Western yoke is much. You are going to be seeing military takeover. And as they are taking over, they are sending them packing because they have been defeated in Ukraine. What NATO wanted to do, they never know how Donald Trump has went. Now, for you to know the power of the great military alliance all over the world, headed by my own father, President Donald J. Trump. That man is close to do people. If he do a thing with video, Putin will do what we know. We don't know them. But a bad thing is a let you know. Bad thing I let you know because a bomb ya. We don't know them. They say good things are not really hard to know. Any person that is good, you will know. Just take a look at this very struggle today. Nobody is interested because you will lie. Now, after this idiot in America, he said in one of his videos, he said, I know that the Chevrolet did not like me. He said in one of his videos. I was just going YouTube, I saw it as a winner. I look at everything he was saying. I was just turning off the YouTube. I will mention now with guys. Ima walelo nana. He padomo ugelewa here no. If you do wulo sevagmona. That's why obey the population wa vanya kakabon. If you do no obey obey the population while I am. Or man the rest people. Or now seriously. Or oh man abroad the one. Oh man abroad the one. I was only the one that fought Obaseki. Mokba. If New World Order were to be good, Niger will not be doing what they are doing today. If New World Order were good, and they are fighting right now, they are fighting against New World Order. They are fighting against the Great Reset. They are fighting against the next pandemic in our day. I'm alive. You cannot carry it to Burkina Faso. The very day army took over, automatically the West have no say there again. Their property now remain their property. If Malians have oil, that oil right now is for them. If Burkina Faso have anything, automatically it's for them. Get out from here. No more paying homage. Do you know how much billions of dollars Nigerians still pay to Queen Oti today? They still pay them. That will not reach you better. We are Jakpa. We are not even wanting. Won't we feed this nation? We don't care. We see people that are going to have struggle. Instead of what to now, wait till pay me pass. You are not donating money for these people. You don't donate money for them. You don't support them in anything. All you just do, you sit down in your comfort zone. All you always run is criticism. You think freedom comes like that? Go and look at there was some video I'll be sent today. Let me see if I can play one for you. I think this one should be in Niger or so. We don't care. And people that show I don't care, I know they like them. Say Interior Minister of Niger. See, now they bolo for grant, so Interior Minister of Niger. They bolo ran for grant. They bolo ran for grant. All these emotion moleya alle. Look at this. Are we seeing it? Let me turn it. Let me turn it so that you see it well. They're the only one, seriously. Now, you see what people are using their arrogance to do. Why the same person that is suffering, not company, and I suffer pass. They are very quick to tell you where they go in Nigeria. Even House of Rep member, oh, we are not bomb available. Over what? You just see how daft. House of Rep member was supposed to say, well, at least as a public servant, I have to give room to criticism. Oh, we are to sue my way because of me. Come and sue, what do sue? Do I mean we are you? What idiot, no mama. So Nigerian, as we speak, what is going to be happening there is going to be massive is loading. If I just choose not to, use people and pass through that very means, but it's already happening in some area already. The sit at home of the brown farm people, they have tried to come and unleash mayhem on them, and those ones they are resisting them. Nigeria, they are not talking about it. I've the same series of videos on how the Biafran Liberation Army is engaging the Nigerian Janjaweed, sponsored by all this West. So the Western power is the one that has been broken. So don't put yourself on the line, please. If your army in Nigeria and they are sending you to go to Igboland and fight, please just resign. Don't go. You are fighting against your brother. The West is the one using you because your leader have collected money. You are not fighting to help yourself. You are only just fighting to kill your brothers or just make fool of yourself because they know what they are doing. So you are helping the West. If you check it right now, these people, why are they unleashing on their people? Because they know they now begin to see the truth of what has been happening. I think they're supposed to be burning barracks. They are not burning. The people have joined they have joined the army or the security agency 100%. They joined the security agency 100%. But what you guys have done, you've done it well. You do it well. Go and look at Libya. People from South Sahel, they are there in Libya. Go and look at Niger, how they are tripping in, trying to enter from Tunisia. Go and look at it. Know that we doesn't have natural resources. Some greedy people cover it for themselves alone. That's why things are the way it is today. So please, I'm urging us, each and every one of us, let's try as much as we can to do the needful. Let's be sober and be vigilant. He said, because our battery, the devil is looking for whom to devour. So this is no longer time to support one entity. You cannot support it for so long. This very interior minister of Niger that they are now rubbing on the ground. Before, they used to lord them. So what people you are just respecting today, they are be the ones sucking you. They are be the one doing you Mickey Mouse. They are being the one. I'm not the one. What the truth does, it first of all make you miserable before it make you okay. That's what the truth does. And the truth, you must hear it. And the truth must be established. This very word were created with truth. So if you are tired of hearing the truth, I need to say you are tired of living in this very world. So the world is going to get better again. Do not kill yourself over little things. For those of you, don't go and oversell yourself in a cheaper rate. Sell yourself in the sense that stop carrying drugs. What you know that will put you into problem, don't do it. Africa is now in the stand of getting his hygiene. If Africa were to be a mother, today I guess he's still crying, my children, come back to me. Mother Africa is calling you all, come. They make her a bad mother. They make him a bad father. Because of what they were getting from him or her. But today, he have realized the thing is everywhere. Go and look at what Julius Malema is doing. Museveni today, I don't think the opposition of Museveni of Uganda will ever criticize him again. That man have realized. Only person we are not hearing from now is Pobian of Cameroon. Abazonia, they deal with that one mercilessly. Only leader we are hearing from now who has spent long time in the south that is colonized from the Francophone is Pobian of Cameroon. And he's old. I think the last thing he went that day now, is the peace for body. I guess that one may be done inwardly. It is not all you are going to be seeing the way you are seeing the one of Niger. There are some of us who know BBC, more news will carry on. But now, what is relevant to us? Where now we will let you know. The one we're not relevant, no need for talking about it. That's why there is a voice that came out the other day that Biden resigned. People were writing me, I did not even comment on it. If he resign, I'll send for BBC now. I told you before, it has been a fake president. So why are you not asking me that he resigned? So now I believe saying I'm president. So me, I believe say with the use an art film, I'm making a one year or one down way. So I will not give comment to that because you have never been. How will you be president? You are not recognized by Pentagon. How will you be president? You are not recognized by Chris Miller. You and Chris Miller who are not the talk. How will you be president? So we know leader that are leader. Now we the inaugurating. Any leader that we don't inaugurate, do well. That is why I never supported inauguration of Tinubu. You don't see calamity. So more than 10 more made them release una the canon. Before waiting, Nigeria no expect will happen to them. And one thing we have to get clear is this. The more you speak the truth, the more when things are happening, God will always exonerate you out of it. Now, if you check what's happening today all over the place, there are some that will not affect me personally. Why? Because my stand is different from your own. I do everything with my mind open. My activism, I put in my best in it. I don't even care whether I do exist or I do does not exist. Do you know why? There are other places far more better. But you yourself, you are protecting it. If I share this video now, what if I can't go Benin? For me, I know they look that one. Because I feel that wherever the soul of my feet shall set upon, I shall possess my possession. I can choose, even when Africa is good tomorrow, that I want to live the rest of my life in Spain. If my mind just still carry, I'll just stay here. I can choose it. So we they follow what God say me we do. Because we've already know how God planned this very life. So God will not say anything, talk this thing. Then should I disobey God and obey you? That was the question I asked somebody one day. Should I now obey you and disobey God? All this you want to do. So we need all this information that will lead to our transformation. No information, no transformation. So please, let's not get it twisted. A lot is going to happen. Thank God right now, before you know now, I guess they'll see allow this very heat calm down first. So that Niger army might have also enraged themselves. They can now also support other persons. Maybe after the calmness of this very Niger's own, be that Nigeria is big. Because of the civil unrest that going to become, it's not good to start sending in white people. It all depends. So if Niger is calm right now, maybe Nigeria will be the next. Or Senegal might be the next. Gabon might be the next. So we don't know yet. But this one have to come first. Then that's why today Mali don't come. That's why they can also support. Their troops have already landed in Niger for peacekeeping. Mali and Burkina Faso, their troops have already landed in Niger for peacekeeping. Not to do bad. And thank God today, one thing I'm just happy for the people of Niger is this. Their cooperations. It really shows that they are tired of the suffering. It really shows that really what the West have been doing, they are seeing it. So we cannot continue like this. So for those of us who get peanuts here abroad, then you don't care. Your children will ask you tomorrow, why do you make them to be here and all of others? So that's that. So do have a nice day, everyone, and God bless you all. Today is 2nd of August. The year is running out. Today is 2nd of August. Wednesday 20. Today Wednesday. Today should be Wednesday now. 2nd of August, Wednesday 20. Let me confirm what I'm telling you from the big phone. I want to be sure. Okay, Wednesday, I'm true. I'm correct. So 2nd of August, Wednesday 2023. So God Almighty bless you all richly. God Almighty will bless you all richly, really, really, really very good. Please, share this very broadcast. You are not sharing it for me because I'm not doing monetization, please. So if you share it, you are helping us to also promulgate the gospel of salvation and redemption. And whatever thing we are doing, let's do it with utmost joy. Let's speak the truth. Because now only one life we get to live. After this very one, we are gone. Now only one life we get to live, at least. Let it be that during our time, we're able to put Africa first. So maybe after all this very one, if Africa can unite together, we can now become one Africa, one currency, one military. Everybody will be having the sovereign state of his own. It is possible. It is affordable. So if the template is being created, we can have one military. Everybody misbehave yourself. Every and we start living like brother. Buccaneers and black hats and black blood, they will start living like brothers and sisters. So that's the kind of society that we want. Killing ourselves does not mean if you can go to farm, there are bush you can farm. So instead of stealing from other people. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. IAICP TV is our YouTube channel. IAICP TV is our YouTube channel. IAICP TV is our YouTube channel. And also follow us on the donation. It's a promised land. The donation is a promised land. God Almighty bless you all richly. Follow us on New World Construction. And also follow us on National Patriot Association. Subscribe to our backup YouTube channel, InterUdu, INTEROUDU247. A mother, or should I say sister, called me yesterday from America. He said that she was watching my video and where he collected my number from. So that's why we always want to put in our numbers. none for any other thing. At times people watch our video, they want to get in contact with us, it becomes a problem. Even as we they quote the number, people don't get time until they watch our video reach ending. Maybe where you forward down, gonna not be there the number day. So yeah, not two can do it by that. So our telephone number is +346310568284. Our telephone number is +346310568284. So I remain your beloved brother, Comrade Newton, the Archbishop of Activism, the hero for democracy, an ambassador for good governance, CEO, Civil Disobedience Worldwide, CEO, salvation for humanity and redemption, that's what we stand for. And the salvation must come. It is now, now we must get it. It is down and we must get it. And the salvation is everywhere already. The salvation we are launching for is everywhere already. So just dive into it. Please disconnect yourself from the 3D dimension and enter 5D dimension. The dimension me I am right now is not even immeasurable. I've left 5D dimension for you guys. Hook up with the 5D dimension. Why am I right now? My dimension is neutral because it's highly flammable. It have not been written down. My dimension right now is neutral. What I can see standing here, if you go climb on top of mountain, you can see. You know me say, I senior, you are not go school, but I can see. That's why when they say the job of the Lord is my friend, I have to say, you know what the word of God carry. That makes you to mark up with like ego. You can run and never grow weary. You will not faint. So that's that. So do have a nice everyone. I toilet for you for here. Ciao, bye.